Hi friends, Cole here. Thank you so much for joining me and YOGATX. Welcome to your practice. And I want to do a standing flow that will work on a little bit of balance and just have a little bit of fun. We'll maybe move in some ways that you haven't moved before, so watch the way that you internally speak to yourself, and can you come to the practice with a sense of curiosity and play, and it doesn't have to be that serious. So let's try that on for size and see how that feels. We'll start at the top of our mat. I have a couple blocks here, so I'm going to show you a couple modifications and ways to support ourselves in our practice. So it's just an option. But come to feet hips distance, which is about 2 fists. Often we think we have that really wide hips, but we don't. So it's really about two fists in between our feet. It's an easy, fairly accurate measurement. Press down through the feet and rock forward, back, side to side, and feel the edges and the corners and the borders. Go a little bit too far in all directions, and then find that sweet center spot. We'll do a couple micro adjustments just to see if they land in your body. If some of them do, that's great. If they don't worry about it. But see what it feels like to send the heels away from each other just slightly. This will create a slight internal rotation. Lift the kneecaps up and lengthen the tailbone down. You can imagine that the tailbone and the heels are connected, and they're both sending energy arrows down into the ground. And that you have an energy arrow coming up in the arches of the feet through the inner thighs and the knees and the belly button and the crown of the head. So the energy moving in opposite directions. And we'll bring the hands to heart center. Actively press hand to hand. And we'll begin to move and breathe. Inhale, the arms lift. Bring the arms wide. Gaze follows the thumbs. And exhale, hands, heart center. Again, inhale, lift up. And exhale, hands, heart, center. Inhale, arms lift up. Bring the left hand to grab, the right hand to grab the left wrist, and we'll step the left foot off the side of the mat. Really root the heel down, bend both of the knees. We're gonna reach over towards the right side. Now I want you to move the upper body. Just explore. There's no certain way here. And you can shift the weight from the front foot to the back foot and kind of wiggle the torso and see what feels good. And then send the energy towards the left corner, like the hips are kind of going towards the left and the arms are going towards the right. So big side body stretch here. And then exhale, curtsy pose. So send the arms back like you're taking a bow. Maybe even put the right thumb into the right hip crease. Pull it back just slightly and get a little action in the IT band. And then inhale, we're gonna swoop the energy down to the ground. Left foot meets the right, arms come back up. And exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, lift up, grab the right wrist. Step the right foot off the side of the mat. Same thing on this side. So take some time to explore. So you can move the upper body, you can shift the weight in the feet as well. One more big inhale and exhale, take a bow. Inhale, the hands sweep down, right foot meets the left, hands come up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, pour forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward plank pose.
And exhale, come all the way down to the ground. Maybe everything touches at the same time. Untuck the toes. Inhale, press up for cobra pose. Exhale, release down. So you can continue to stay up in cobra or take cobra each time, or maybe you come up into high cobra. Roll the shoulders back, heart center moving forward. Exhale, release. Once more, your choice, high or low cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg picks all the way up, tripod down dog. Bend the knee and open both hips. So both upper thighs are rotating out. So the left thigh as well has an external rotation. Maybe you can lift that back heel up and down. Really feel stretch on the back of the leg. We're going to take a big step up, right foot in between the hands. Yeah? Get some buoyancy in the legs. Be sure that the legs are separated and on train tracks here. And we're going to roll up. So round the back as you kind of unfurl and cactus the arms. Beautiful. Exhale, arrowhead. So the arms go back. Pull back on the right hip crease so that the hips are square here. And then inhale, we're going to come up into one leg mountain. So we're going to put the weight into the right foot. The arms are going to come up and lift the arms all the way up. The left knee comes halfway up. Exhale, we take a twist. Right hand to the outside of the left leg. We're going to twist all the way around here. The hand pressing into the leg pressing back into the hand. This is really going to help your balance and helps with proprioception. Beautiful. Big step back to the back of the mat with the left foot. The torso is already twisted. We're going to come into warrior two. Aha. Beautiful. We have to lose our balance to find it. So if it's a little wobbly, that's fine. Notice where your thoughts go. Notice where your breath goes. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, plant the hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward plank pose. And exhale, come all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes, your choice. High, low cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Open both hips. Keep the shoulders square though, so you can put more weight into the left hand, and that'll help. Think about externally rotating both of the legs, and then we take a big step up in between the hands. Check out the feet are on train tracks. Find some buoyancy in the legs. Round the back as we slowly peel ourselves up. Cactus the arms. Bold, open heart. And exhale, arrowhead. Arms wave back. So pull back on the left hip crease. The belly's really engaged here. So we're not just kind of folding forward. The belly's engaged. And there's a long line from the tailbone to the crown of the head. We're going to come up into one leg mountain. So we shift the weight into the left foot. The arms come up. The right knee comes up. Take a moment to find your balance. One more inhale. And exhale, we take this twist. Left hand pushes into the outside of the right knee. Right knee does the same into the left hand. That allows us to twist. If you pull back on the right hip crease, you'll be able to twist a little bit more as well. Another micro adjustment, if you would like another layer, press the right hand into an invisible wall. I'll give you a little bit more space. One more inhale. And exhale, step back, warrior two. Slower the better. Mine was a little quick. They're more wobbly often when they're slower, but then we get to build more balance and we get to practice that new pattern. Warrior two. And inhale, up and back, reverse warrior. And exhale, plant the hands. This time we take a big step up. Right foot meets the left. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold it down. Twice more. Inhale, halfway lift. You can use blocks or bring the hands to the shins or to the floor. Exhale, fold. Once more. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Slowly roll up, the same way that we rolled up in crescent lunge. Really, really slow. Press down through the feet. And it's like you press down so hard and firmly that the torso just lifts as a byproduct. Arms come up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Grab the left wrist. We step off the right side of the mat. Take a couple moments to feel in. Get some buoyancy. One more inhale. And exhale, curtsy pose. Wave it back. Inhale, one leg mountain. We come up, the left knee comes. And exhale, figure four. So the left ankle over the right knee and sit back. Actively press hand into hand. Sometimes it can be nice to take Hakini Mudra. It's just the fingertips and press the fingertips all in to one. It's hard for me to twist on one leg apparently. Wonder why. And this really helps with proprioception, anything that's touching. So pressing the ankle into the thigh, pressing the fingers, tips into the fingertips, and press the thumbs into the sternum back into the thumb. One more inhale, listen up. We're gonna move into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So take the left hand to the hip. The right hand's gonna come down to the ground or to the block, and the left leg will swing behind. Slowly we stack hip on top of hip, spiral the heart open. Maybe the gaze is down, maybe it's straight out, or maybe it comes up. This left hand eventually may come up, or maybe it never does. Energy arrows shooting out both heels. Even though the left leg is up into the air, it's still just as active as the standing leg. Bend the standing leg, slow step back into warrior two. Beautiful. So the more that we do this kind of step back into warrior two, it starts to get a little easier, but we're just recreating, we're not recreating, we're creating a new pattern. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, plant the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. And inhale, wave forward, plank pose. Exhale, so you can come down where everything hits at the same time. Inhale, low cobra, high cobra, maybe upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees. You can step, jump, however you'd like to get to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Beautiful. Bend the knees, press down so much that you begin to roll up. Let the tailbone be heavy. And arms come up, hands, heart, center. Beautiful. Inhale, lift, grab the right wrist, right foot steps off the mat. Couple rounds of breath here, finding a wiggle, exploring. One more inhale and exhale, curtsy pose. Inhale, one leg mountain. Right knee comes up. Exhale, figure four. Standing figure four. So sink the hips down. And then again, find those areas of proprioception, the fingers touching fingertips, thumbs into the sternum. Gaze at something that's not moving. Will help you find some more stability. Maybe your thumbs can feel your heartbeat in your chest, vibration in your body. Take the right hand to the hip. We move into Ardha Chandrasana, so slowly transition. The left hand begins to come down towards the block as the right leg comes out behind. So there's kind of this counterbalance here. The hip opens up and stacks on top. It's really nice to have a block here. So there's another area of proprioception, really pressing down. Maybe the heart begins to spiral open. Maybe that top arm comes up. The standing leg has a slight bend in it. It's just a micro bend. We just don't want to lock out. And then begin to take a big bend in as we step back. I kind of like to point my toes, so they're like searching for the floor. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale. Plant the hands. This time we take a big step up, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And let's separate the feet all the way to the edges of the mat. So you can have the blocks, or you can take the hands down to the floor. And it's like we're taking a really mini downward dog here. But we want to send the hips back as if somebody had their kind of hands on their hips and we're kind of gently pulling you back. But you're reaching with your fingertips as far forward as you can. The knees can be as bent as you'd like them to be. So we're getting some traction in the upper body. You can release the neck. And bend the knees really deeply. We're going to roll the torso up like you don't have any bones in the body. Just push down through the heels. And then cactus the arms. So we have still some bend in the knees here. So we'll do just this little, it's like a little breath work, breath and movement. Well, I guess it all is, isn't it? But so inhale, open. Exhale, out the mouth. Put the weight into the right leg. We're going to lift the left leg up. Inhale, maybe cactus the arms, maybe the arms go up. And exhale, left foot comes down. Blow out the mouth. Switch sides. Press into the left leg. Arms come up. And exhale, wide leg. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Twice more each side. Big breath. Sink really low into the hips and press down. Find your power. One last. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, slowly float the hands down. And we come to Tadasana at the top of the mat, mountain pose, where we began. Close your eyes down. We come back into this stance. Feel any vibration, the prana, the life force in the body that we're creating, that we're cultivating. And press down through the feet. Maybe send the heels slightly away from one another. Outer edges of the feet press down, the tailbone lengthens down. We lift at the arch, the inner seam of the leg, and the kneecaps, the belly, and the crown of the head. Maybe the hands float open towards the top of the mat. A few more rounds of breath. Take your hands to your heart, maybe one to the heart, one to the belly. Feel vibration, feel sensation. And to thank you to yourself, a thank you for this practice. And then hands together. Bow your head down. And together we say, Namaste. So thank you for joining me. This is a little bit of a different practice, starting standing up, finishing standing up. Normally we start from the ground, but we don't have to at all. So it's so good to switch up our practice, to switch everything up in our lives as well. We tend to get into these, we do it this way, we do it this way, we always do it this way, but then what are we missing? What do we not know that we love, or how can we switch things up enough so that we always feel like we're exploring, and we can always bring this into curiosity. So I hope that you liked this video. I hope that it got you a little shaky in a good way so you could explore. And yeah, keep coming back to your mat, creating this safe space to explore here, to explore your internal world, to explore your practice. And thanks for joining us at YOGATX. Again, my name is Cole Chance. You can find out more about me, ColeChanceYoga.com, and I'll see you on your mat next time.